Welcome to Cashflow. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the Purchases module to buy in stock. Firstly, if we go to the Purchases module on the left hand side, you'll have the option to generate a new purchase invoice at the top of the page just by clicking on this Create button here. Once we've done that, all we need to do is choose the relevant supplier. So we can add a new one from here. I'm just going to choose Wix from the drop down list in here. All we need to do then is just click on the Add Line Item, and we will see in the Purchase Code drop down list the codes we created earlier for our stock codes are now listed within here. I'm going to choose my piping, my 1 foot piping in here, and then I can choose that from the product drop down list as well. And we can see it's brought through the description line, and it's also brought through my wholesale price. So that's the price we put in against the stock record, and that's the wholesale price that I normally get from Wix. I can override that if I want to, so I can just come into here and change that down to 30, and that's going to adjust the rest of the details on the purchase invoice. All I need to then is change the quantity to how many that I'm buying, and that will adjust the total on the purchase invoice. If we wanted to add another line item, I'd click Add Line Item again, and then we can go and choose our other code we set up, which is our 2 foot piping, and again I'll be able to choose them from the product list, and it's brought through the default rate in here as well. So I'm just going to buy 10 of those, and we can change the rate in there again. Once I'm happy with that, all I need to do is click Save on the top right hand side of the screen. I've now generated that purchase invoice within Cashflow. If we go through to the Invoices module on the left hand side and click into Sales Codes, we'll be able to see that my two codes, my two products in here, I still have a quantity of 0. And if I click into that stock record and scroll down, I can still see I've got quantity of 0, because even though I've generated that purchase invoice, I have not received the goods. So if we now go to Purchases on the left hand side of the screen, we're just going to click into the purchase invoice we've just created for Wix, just at the top of the page. Once I click into here, we'll be able to see there are a few options at the bottom of the screen. You'll see there is an option to receive stock. If you click on this, it will show you the 2 stock items that are affected, and it highlights here that the following items on receipt of this will increment stock levels. So as soon as I highlight both of these to say these goods have now come in, I can then receive the selected items, and if I just hit the Receive Selected button here, it's going to receive all the stock included on this purchase invoice. So if I click Receive Selected, it will show at the top that your purchase was saved and the stock levels were now increased, and you'll be able to see on the purchase invoice the date that you received those items into stock. If we now go back into our Invoices module and click on the Sales Code tab on the top right hand side of the screen, if we just click into our stock records here and scroll down, we can now see that I've got 20 in stock of 1 foot piping, and I've got 10 in stock of 2 foot piping. And we can see that that code has now changed to green because my alert level is 5. So if I just click into my 1 foot piping in here and scroll down, we'll be able to see that my alert level is 5, my quantity of stock is 20, and that's now updated the stock within my stock system. And that's how easy it is to generate purchase invoices within Cashflow to increase your stock records when you're buying in stock into the business.